The weekend, sorry about that. The record wasn't going. Anyway, the weekend is here. It is Friday afternoon. Monday. When this weekend is over, we all know what that means. It is June 1st. And all Philadelphia Eagles fans know what that means. It is that time where A.J. Brown can be traded if that's what the Philadelphia Eagles and Howie Roseman decide to do. Well, to be fair, he could have been traded before, but obviously there's a much smaller hit, although not insignificant, to the cap once June 1st hits. And of course, we've heard all season long, thanks to Diane, the concubine of the NFL, Rossini. Haven't heard from her in a while. She tried very hard to get to A.J. Brown to the New England Patriots, and that's what we keep hearing from most people. We heard for a while that it was a done deal in terms of it was a handshake deal. They're just going to wait. It's just a matter of waiting for the date to make it official, but it is a done deal. And now I'm seeing a lot of delusional Patriots fans getting a little worried that it may not be a done deal because they're looking at their wide receiver room and they're thinking, this could be a problem if we don't end up getting A.J. Brown. And reports are coming out that they're now even further apart because Howie Roseman is insisting on a 2027 first-round pick, and the Patriots don't want to give that up. And a lot of people are saying that it's because they have a much tougher schedule. They're thinking they're going to take a step back in 2027. It's going to be a higher pick than a 2028 first-round pick. So we'll see what happens with that. But, Nick Wright saying here, talking about Ian Rappaport's report recently on this about the teams being further apart. And then there's another short clip that I want to play from Nick as well in terms of the Patriots. And I want to get into their fan base as well. So let's dig into this for a little bit.
That means they're not particularly close. And that means there's a chance this could drag on for their foreseeable future. No other teams were mentioned, but there's an idea that this could drag on for some reason.
Well, should I be worried? For some reason. What? It's for the same reason any trade that ever doesn't get done or delayed doesn't get done or gets delayed. They are arguing about what they are trading for.
Then what was the handshake deal?
Again, who did we report handshake deal?
We don't report anything. Right. We sit here all day.
No, they're
out there pressing the flesh.
There's been a lot of fuzzy reporting about
for sure.
We expect this to happen. That they have, they have agreed in, to general terms.
Yeah, in print. I've heard it's likely happening.
Yeah, but
I don't know if I've seen in
print. But here's what I do know. It's not like there's an anti-tampering window going on, or it's not like sending out a press release initiates a new cap charge.
100%. And then he goes in to talk about the Baltimore Ravens because the other guys were like, oh, well, are they even allowed to say, hey, put it out there officially? Oh, it's a done deal, but we're not making it official until this date. And Nick pushed back. And look, I'm not a huge Nick Wright fan, but as I always try and do when people are right about something, I'm going to give a credit for it. And Nick is right about this. Just because there was so-called something in terms of a handshake deal, there was nothing in writing. It is not official. That means it may not happen. And Patriots fans are starting to get worried, which is why they're starting to say a lot of delusional stuff about the Philadelphia Eagle fan base who are saying, hey, because they're the ones saying, oh, well, the Eagles, we have all the leverage. The Eagles don't have any leverage. Well, I don't know. If we take a look at this, check this out.
Now is the Patriots' current pass-catching depth chart. And I know all of a sudden I think you're going to try to sell me Romeo Doubs is awesome. He's had one 700-yard season in his career. That's the pass catchers on the roster.
Let me see. I'm going to pop this up for you. That is the pass catchers on the roster. AJ, now look, I get there are other issues in terms of how it looks with the locker room, in terms of are they going to try to force feed AJ Brown the ball, which happened this past season, which was a problem for the entire offense. Is AJ Brown going to actually put in an effort, which was a problem? Like, there are those issues. That being said, A.J. Brown is under contract to the Philadelphia Eagles for, I believe, 3 more seasons. The Patriots in, I guess, maybe thinking this was a done deal, that the Eagles were so boxed into a corner that it was going to be the Patriots no matter what, and no matter what the Patriots were going to offer us. It was just such a bad, untenable thing that we're like, here, we'll give you A.J. Brown, please take him. And now they're starting to, maybe that's not going to happen. And look at this wide receiver room. Now, the Eagles have A.J. Brown under contract for multiple years, as I mentioned. New offensive coordinator, Devontae Smith, a wide receiver one, who can now officially be wide receiver one. They've gone out and they've bolstered and look, I'm not trying to downplay AJ Brown. I understand what he brings to any team as a wide receiver, and he makes their offenses better. But to say that what the Eagles have done in preparation for not having AJ Brown is not an offense that can win a Super Bowl is completely ridiculous. So the Eagles have all of the leverage here in terms of any trade with New England. If New England doesn't want to pony up what Howie Roseman is willing to take, Howie Roseman will absolutely keep AJ Brown in the locker room. Now, is he going to be wide receiver one? Is he going to sit on the bench and be a very expensive spectator? I'm not sure how they would handle that. But to think that they can't make it work by keeping A.J. Brown on the roster if the Patriots aren't willing to give Howie at least close to what he wants is panic mode by the New England Patriots fan base when they look at this wide receiver room here. This is what they're – Mac Hollins, everybody knows who Mac Hollins is. This is not good. And one other thing, though, I want to just add to this because it's kind of relevant. And that's Stephen Smith, wide receiver. He was a great wide receiver. Completely respect him as a wide receiver. Talking about A.J. Brown and trying to, I guess, as a wide receiver would, right, shift blame. But I think it's interesting some of the things he said I want to talk about as well to finish this up.
First of all, I think that is so disrespectful to say that they're better off without him. You know, the acquisition, why?
First of all, can I just say real quick how much I hate the use of that word, especially in sports now. It's like everything is disrespectful. No, a lot of it's just critique. It's criticism. It's facts. It's somebody's opinion based on what they're seeing on or off the field in any sport. It's not disrespectful to say that the Eagles, because of what A.J. Brown is bringing in the locker room, regardless of whether players like him or not, but we know that it shifted, as I said earlier, it shifted the offense. We saw that in a couple of games where they were clearly force-feeding the ball to A.J. Brown to the detriment of the team. Yeah, that's a problem, Stephen.
He was brought in to elevate the room. Anytime you make a trade, you elevate the room. Does that guy make me better? Hell yeah, he makes them better. Unfortunately, the offense for the Philadelphia Eagles at times has sputtered along. It has at times been average. Sometimes it's been spectacular. But you can't have the emotional roller coaster that you have experienced with the Philadelphia Eagles with the pay and the expectations that the brotherly love city has so much. So for me, I'm going to say they are not better without him. Over time, just like everything else, people move on. And they're going to have to move on. But he's well beloved in that locker room, in that organization. He's respected. Yeah, some people may not like the way he's aired their dirty laundry, but don't make it seem like he's a headache and he's a problem child because he's not. Just because
he is a headache and he is a problem child, whether he means to be or not. The drama that he brought to this season with the things that he says sometimes, with the cryptic social media posts, and here's the big one I say, the lack of effort from A.J. Brown on the field while getting paid for a game more money than a lot of hardworking Americans see in their lifetime. Yeah, Stephen A. Sorry, he's talking to Stephen A. That is a problem in the locker room. That is a headache. Designing an offense where you have to force feed him the ball to the detriment of the team is a problem. A.J. Brown with his ridiculous complaining tweets after a game in which he had over 100 yards, but Devontae Smith had 183, and then saw a much reduced role after that because A.J. Brown was whining. And that, of course, negatively impacted the team. Yeah, the man is the problem. And sometimes it is addition by subtraction. Is there going to be more talent in the wide receiver room without A.J. Brown? No. Can they be a better team without A.J. Brown? Absolutely. And we may very well see that this season. Anyway, let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe. Y'all know the drill. Appreciate it. Talk to you